Sykkuno just came back to Twitch.
Oh, hell no!
And the weirdest part isn't that he returned, it's that after one of the biggest controversies of his career, he came back the exact same.
Alright, well, as most of you guys know, I've been gone for a bit. And while I've been gone, I was working on myself and repairing the damage I've done to my girlfriend and our relationship.
Same voice, same mannerism, same awkward pauses. It's the same guy. It's like this dude got hit by a meteor-sized controversy and respawned at his last checkpoint. Because for the past 2 months, the internet has been treating this situation like a complete character rewrite. People were acting like Sykkuno was secretly a supervillain this whole time. Then he goes live and sounds exactly like Sykkuno.
What is up, guys? It's Sykkuno here.
And what I did to her was horrible. And for a lot of people, they could never forgive that. I regret doing it so much. And in the time I've been gone, I've been working every single day to try and make things better. It hasn't been easy, but I'm glad to share that not everything's perfect.
Well, this is genuinely a serious thing to say, but hearing the voice feel like getting fired by a Disney character.
Sykkuno here.
Bro, is your XB bar not full enough? Is it not full enough?
You know he's being serious, your brain just needs a second to process it. And this is kind of the whole problem with this comeback. Not everybody was watching the same stream. Some people saw a guy taking accountability, other people saw a guy doing damage control. Same stream, but different.
I just thought, yo, he's kind of the GOAT.
One side was typing like welcome back king and stuff, and the other side was acting like Twitch just released a Wanda poster. And honestly, neither reaction surprised me because people weren't really arguing about what happened. They were arguing about who Sykkuno is. That's why this drama exploded so much in the first place. If this happened to a random kick streamer, nobody would care. But Sykkuno built an entire career around being the nice guy, the safe guy, the wholesome guy. So when the cheating allegations came out, people weren't just disappointed, they felt tricked. It's like the differences between bitten by a shark or getting bitten by a golden retriever. One's expected, one makes you question.
But we made a lot of improvements, and we can confidently say that we're doing a lot better. We're in a position where we could be happy together and we're headed in a good direction. I wouldn't be coming back to streaming if both of us didn't feel that way. So, you know, with everything that happened, a lot has changed. And I think I've grown a lot from it in so many ways. And I'd say that's most of the update I've got. It's going a lot better, and I wouldn't be coming back if it wasn't that way.
What about the other women? Why should we give a shit? What do you want? An apology to them? For what? They knew the parameters. The women were led to believe that he was single. Okay, perhaps true. But then they interacted after the fact, and they were still negotiating. And when there was no promise of a future, then they pulled the trigger on retaliation, which is the main problem. At that point, it becomes kind of fair game. If you were wronged, and you go, wait a minute, I can probably get a max win here, and you give it a shot, and you lose, you don't get the double dip.
And here's where the things got weird, because the comeback didn't actually answer the question people have. The question isn't, did he apologize? Well, he did. The question is, was the image real? And that's a much harder question to answer, because nobody knows streamers. I know. Shocking revelation. The guy with 14 million followers is actually your roommate, but every streamer eventually runs into this problem. The audiences build a version of yourself in their head. Then one day reality shows up and start throwing chairs at them. And somehow the funniest criticism is still people talking about The Voice. The man could literally discover a cure for throat cancer tomorrow. That's what convinced me this comeback was always going to happen, because this is Twitch. Nobody leaves. They just disappear long enough for everybody to make video essays about them. Then they come back, usually with a podcast. At the end of the day, Sykkuno apologized, his girlfriend stayed, his friends stayed, his community mostly stayed. Not sure about that. But the only thing that really changed was how people see him. And judging by arguments still happening online, that's probably the one thing that's never gonna go back to normal. Anyways, welcome back to Twitch. The only website where a cheating, scandal, a nervous shirt, and a 6-hour stream somehow become a national event.